The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were the first to start this whole fantasy world in America, and this was back in 1993. Almost all the actors of this series started at around 20 years of age, so you can imagine that they are now over 50 years old. We must start with Zordon, who was played by David Fielding, who was 30 years old when the series began and is now 61 years old. Today, he is still active with the Ranger community and continues to attend events to share with all the fans. This actor has always been the image of Zordon, but he has not always been the voice of this character since its second season, when Robert L. Manahan was the voice of Zordon. This voice actor and master of sound participated in multiple projects and won several awards for his great work, but sadly passed away in 2000 when he was 43 years old. The Pink Ranger Kimberly, played by Amy Johnson, was 22 years old when the series was filmed, and is now 53 years old. This actress, director, and singer has remained very active in film and social media. In film she has worked on several projects, as an actress and also as a director. One of his projects was to direct an episode of the Superman and Lois series. Let's talk about Billy, the Blue Ranger, who has always been played by David Yost. This actor has not worked on many film projects, but he stays active on his social media and attends many Power Rangers events. When the series was filmed, he was 24 years old. Now he is 55 years old and is one of the Rangers who was in the special 30th anniversary episode and also in Cosmic Fury. The next character on this list is Tommy, the Green Ranger, played by Jason David Frank. As many already know, this actor passed away in 2022 at the age of 49, but at the time of the filming of the series he was 19 years old. This actor was always very active in his social media and in everything that had any relation to the Power Rangers. He participated in more than 40 projects and dedicated part of his life to mixed martial arts. Let's talk now about Trini, the Yellow Ranger, which was played by Thuy Trang, and at the time of the filming of this series she was 19 years old. This character was going to be for another actress, but in the end, Thuy kept the role and gave us one of the best characters of the franchise. Sadly, this actress passed away in 2001 in a car accident at the age of 27. Let's continue with my favorite Ranger of all times, Zack the Black Ranger, who is played by Walter Jones. When the series was filmed, this actor was 22 years old and now he is 53 years old. This actor is one of those who has stayed closer to Power Rangers as he attends many events. Even he is one of the few actors who has attended all the events of the Power Morphicon, which is the biggest Power Rangers event that is done once every 2 years since 2007. This Ranger is also one of those who appeared in the special 30th anniversary episode. Let's talk about the leader of this team and the first leader of the whole franchise, Jason, the Red Ranger, and his actor is Austin John. When the series was filmed, this actor was 18 years old and apparently he was the youngest of all of the first team. Now, he is 49 years old, and his profession is to be a paramedic, although I must say that he is also very active in everything related to Power Rangers. He even has a YouTube channel with Walter Jones where they share Power Rangers stuff. Next up is Rocky, the Red Ranger, who was played by Steve Cardenas. This actor was 19 years old when the second season was filmed and is now 49 years old. This actor has participated in several Power Rangers productions, including 2 movies and several seasons of the series. He has worked in very few productions outside of Power Rangers but remains very active in events portraying the Red Ranger. Rocky is one of the Rangers who participated in the special 30th anniversary episode. Let's talk now about Aisha, who is played by Texas-born actress Karen Ashley. At the time of the second season, she was only 18 years old and today she is 48 years old. Karen is one of the actresses who appeared in the 30th anniversary and is one of the Rangers who is still very active in all the events representing the Yellow Ranger. Unfortunately, Karen has not been so active in movies and television as she is always traveling for all the Power Rangers events to share with the fans. The following also appeared on the 30th anniversary: Adam the Black Ranger, who is played by Johnny Bosch. This has been one of the most beloved Rangers in the entire history of the franchise, and at the time of the second season he was 18 years old and today he is 48 years old. This actor has been very active in film as a voice actor in many animated movies, including the latest Dragon Ball Super movie called Superhero, in which he was the voice of Broly. Among movies, series, video games, music videos and miniseries, this actor has worked in more than 400 productions. Now let's talk about Kat, the Pink Ranger and the last member of Mighty Morphin, since she started in the third season replacing Kimberly. Curiously, her actress has the same name as the character, Catherine Sutherland, and at the time of the filming of the third season this actress was 20 years old. Now, the actress is 49 years old and is one of the most active Rangers in the entire franchise with everything related to Power Rangers. This Ranger is one of those who appeared in the special 30th anniversary episode. The first villain we should mention is Rita Repulsa and her actress Machiko Soga, who was the original actress of this character. Although the voice of this villain is of an American actress, the reality is that Machiko was Japanese and was the original actress of this character, since in the United States they decided to continue using her scenes and only changed her voice. This great actress was known for other series she did in Japan, and she passed away in 2006 at the age of 68. The voice actress was Barbara Goodson, who has been the voice of Rita since the beginning of the series. This actress is a legend in voice acting and has worked on 400 projects, including the latest God of War video game. This actress was the voice of Rita again in the 30th anniversary special and is currently 74 years old. The last villain on this list is Lord Zed, which was played by two actors. The actor of the physicist was Ed Neal. This actor worked giving life to characters such as the Putty Patrollers and the Tenga Warriors. The voice actor was the legend Robert Axelrod, who passed away in 2019 at the age of 70. This actor was always the voice of Lord Zed since the beginning of the series and worked on more than 170 projects, starting his career in 1976. Power Rangers SPD is one of the most famous series of the franchise, and its style was a police of the future since it was set in 2025. The official premiere of this series was in February 2005 and its finale was in November of the same year. By the time we make this video, almost 18 years have passed since its premiere, so let's see what the Rangers of this famous series have been up to. Let's begin with Kruger, who was the mentor of the team, and even though we all know it's a dog suit, there's still an actor inside that suit. That actor is John Toy from New Zealand, who played Kruger, but also Sergeant Silverback in SPD. In addition to this, he also lent his voice to Pestilux, a villain in the Power Rangers Super Samurai series. John is the only actor in the entire history of the franchise to play two Rangers in two different seasons. This is because John is also Solaris Knight, the sixth Ranger in Power Rangers Mystic Force. This actor has been very active before and after SPD, as his acting career has not only been within Power Rangers. Among his most famous movies are Battleship, Hobbs and Shaw, The Hobbit and Solo. He has also been very active in some TV series, even still acting in the series Young Rock in a character that appears frequently. The next Ranger is Jack Landors, the Red Ranger, who appeared in 38 episodes and was the leader of the team until the defeat of Emperor Grum. The actor of this Ranger is Brandon J. McLaren from Canada, who has also been very active in movies. The most famous movies he has appeared in are Scooby-Doo 2, She's the Man, and Dr. Dolittle 5. However, Brandon has always been more active in television series. Some of the most famous series he has been in are CSI, Turner and Hooch, Criminal Minds, and The Rookie. Now I want to talk about Sky, the Blue Ranger who later became the Red Ranger, which is played by actor Chris Violet from Canada. This actor is not very active on his social media and has not worked in big acting roles. However, he has worked in many small characters in more than 56 productions, including movies and TV series. In addition to this, he has also worked as an executive producer on several films and short films. The last thing he did was work on a movie called The Actor Life, in which he was both an actor and a supporting producer. Let's talk about one of the most controversial Rangers, Z, the Yellow Ranger, who is played by Monica May from Florida. This actress and dancer has been one of the most controversial Rangers in the entire franchise because after her appearance in Power Rangers she has dedicated herself to creating adult content. Let's start by saying that her acting career has not been as big as the other Rangers, since she has only participated in very small movies and series. Then, later in her career she decided to open an OnlyFans account, a platform that many people know because many people have started to publish explicit and adult content. Although this platform is made for celebrities to have more contact with their fans, Monica used it to create adult content. Currently she has dedicated herself to doing shows and dances in bars and cabarets, besides starting to be a yoga teacher. The next Ranger is Bridge, who has been the Green, Blue, and Red Ranger as well. He is the only Ranger to have 3 different colors in the same team. The actor of this Ranger is Matt Austin from Canada, who has worked as an actor and musician. For many years he has been dedicated to working in films, series, and short films as an actor, but also as a director and writer. He is currently trying to take his career as a screenwriter by creating some short films. The last Ranger of the main team is Sid, the Pink Ranger, who is played by Alicia and has a very difficult last name to pronounce. This actress was born in Canada and is currently 39 years old, although she looks younger. Even though she was in 38 episodes in SPD, she then appeared in some movies and TV series. She has been out of the cameras since 2012. However, she is currently involved in organizing large-scale events such as weddings and baby showers. She organizes the whole event and designs everything that will be there. Out of the main team there is the Omega Ranger, which we can't talk much about since this Ranger was played by a very young person and we can't show his pictures on YouTube since now there are many rules against that. In his adult version he appeared all the time transformed, and the only time his face was seen it was an actor and nobody knew who he was. The voice of this character is the actor Brett Stewart from New Zealand, of which we don't have much information either. This is basically the same thing that happened with Nova Ranger, since she only appeared in the last episode. The actress that we saw at the end was unknown. However, the voice actress was Antonia Mary, who also appeared in several seasons of Power Rangers playing different characters, but none of these characters was a Power Ranger, except for Nova Ranger. Now we have Kat Manx, who is the Orange Ranger, although it has always been debated that she can also be classified as the White Ranger. Despite this, In video games and comics she is still labeled as the Orange Ranger. This Ranger is played by Michelle Langstone from New Zealand, who also played another character in Power Rangers Jungle Fury, a master who had the Penguin's power. This actress has remained active, appearing in many TV series, but in few movies. Lastly, we have Boom, who is usually confused with Mick, since despite being different characters, he is played by the same actor, Kelson Henderson. This actor has been very involved in Power Rangers since, and in addition to playing two different characters, he has also been the voice of many other characters in the franchise. His involvement is so long that he has been in 12 different seasons of Power Rangers, including Dino Fury. This actor has been working in films for 30 years and has appeared in more than 53 productions, which include the various seasons of Power Rangers and Avatar 1. We have talked many times about very old seasons, and today we are going to talk about a season that is a little bit old, but not so old. Power Rangers RPM was the 17th season and it premiered in 2009 with 32 episodes. The children who started watching this series are now over 18 years old, and we know that almost all of these fans are still in love with Power Rangers. For those who don't know anything about this season, we can tell you that the theme is about cars, and this can be easily noticed in the costumes of the Rangers. Another very important thing about this season is that all the fans who have seen it have mentioned that it was one of the darkest and most serious series of the entire franchise. This season also had something very special, and that is that it was the only one that had two Sixth Rangers, plus one of them was the only woman to be a Sixth Ranger. After having said all this, now let's meet all the main actors of this series to know how they have changed in all these years and what became of their life after the series ended. Let's start with the Red Ranger and the leader of the team, Scott Truman, played by actor E.K.A. Darvo. First, let's talk about the character, a young man who was underestimated by his father as he was more supportive of his older son, and despite this, E.K.A. became the leader of the RPM team. He participated in all 32 episodes of the series, in a movie, and has appeared in many comics, having a great participation. The actor who played this character was 20 years old when the series was released, but he was 19 years old when it was filmed, as he was born in 1989. Before appearing in Power Rangers, this actor had played a character in a series called Blue Water High, which premiered in 2005, and after Power Rangers he also appeared in Marvel's Jessica Jones series, which premiered in 2015. This actor has been very active in his work, as he has appeared in more than 20 projects, including the 2024 Planet of the Apes movie. This actor is married, has 3 children, but sadly his eldest son passed away in 2023. After this unfortunate event, the life of this actor has changed a lot, and it can be noticed on his Instagram. The second Ranger in this video is Flynn McAllister, the Blue Ranger played by actor Ari Boyland. This Ranger also participated in all 32 episodes of the season and was a mechanic by profession, although his real dream was to be a superhero to save people. He obviously achieved this when he was selected to be the Blue Ranger, although he sometimes went overboard in his job of keeping the city safe and did things that were a bit unnecessary. The actor was 22 years old when the series premiered, as he was born in August 1987, and in the Power Rangers Samurai season, he also played a monster. Before starting in Power Rangers, this actor participated in a series that ran from 1999 to 2003 and was in 138 episodes. In addition to this, he has also participated in more than 25 projects from 1999 to 2024, but I must admit that I personally don't know any of those projects, and I'm not sure how famous they are. This actor is very active in his social media, and despite having participated in many other projects, he is still connected to the Power Rangers universe, sometimes attending some events of the franchise to connect with the fans. The next Ranger is Summer Lansdowne, the Yellow Ranger, played by actress Rose McIver, who also participated in all 32 episodes of the series. This Ranger was a spoiled girl since her family had a lot of money and she had a personal butler whom she treated very badly. She started out as a self-centered girl until her butler gave his life to save her, and from that day on, she changed. The actress of this character was born in October 1988, so she was 21 years old when the series was released. She studied at the University of Auckland, majoring in psychology and linguistics, although she later put her studies on hold to pursue her acting career in Los Angeles. Her first television appearance was when she was 2 years old, and since that time she has participated in over 60 projects, including work in 2024. She is one of the most active actresses on social media, although we must say that she is not as active in the Power Rangers universe due to all the other projects she is still involved in as an actress and producer. Now let's talk about Ziggy Grover, the Green Ranger of the team, who was played by actor Milo Cawthorn when he was 20 years old, since he was born in 1989. Before this character became a ranger, he worked with some villains, although he actually did it to earn money to help an orphanage full of children. Later he joined the Power Rangers thanks to the Black Ranger, which we will talk about later. The actor who plays this character, the Green Ranger, has participated in 40 different projects starting since 2003, and many of these projects have had a good rating from movie critics. This actor is not so active in his social media. Even in his Instagram he only posts personal things, and because of this he doesn't have many followers. Despite not being so active on his social media, he still continues to participate in Power Rangers universe events to connect with fans. The next Ranger is Dylan, the Black Ranger, who was played by actor Daniel Ewing when he was 24 years old, since he was born in 1985. This Ranger is a special being as he is very rare and suffers from amnesia, as he doesn't even remember his real name. Despite this, he is known to be a very strong Ranger and has been the favorite Black Ranger of many fans. Some even list him as the best Black Ranger of the entire franchise. The actor of this character had been invited to participate in the legendary battle, but unfortunately, he could not attend due to personal commitments, although he did show interest in returning to play his character. Daniel has participated in 25 projects starting from 2006 until 2024, and many of these projects have been very successful. There is a series called Home and Away that has been published since 1988. It has more than 8,000 episodes, and Daniel has participated in almost 600 episodes of this series. The last characters in this list are the 6th Rangers, but we are going to start talking about the Golden Ranger Gem, and he was played by the actor Mike Jin when he was 20 years old, since he was born in 1989. This Ranger only appeared in 20 episodes of the series, and even though his personality sometimes seems childish, he is one of the most intelligent Rangers ever. The actor of this character has not only appeared in RPM, but he was also part of the Hyperforce in 3 episodes. Possibly this is one of the actors of the RPM team with less participation in different projects as an actor, since he has only appeared in 9 different productions and his last movie was in 2014. He is not very active on his social media, although we almost always see him hanging out with other Power Rangers actors. The other Ranger in this duo is Gemma, the Silver Ranger, and the only female to be listed as the 6th Ranger in the entire franchise. Like her brother, she is one of the smartest Rangers, and in addition to having appeared in 20 episodes of RPM, She also appeared in the special episodes celebrating the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers. The actress of this character is Lee Ming-hu, who appeared in RPM when she was 22 years old since she was born in 1987. She has only participated as an actress in 10 projects, but in one of these projects she was in 64 episodes. She is currently dedicated to creating concept art and participates in some Power Rangers events to connect with her fans. If you would like to know more about other teams, like this video and subscribe to see more about Power Rangers.